When installing a new tile shower, there are several important steps to follow. Oatey manufactures dozens of products that can help you along the way, from high-quality PVC and ABS shower drains to the cement that welds them with the DWV system. But in this video, we're going to focus on the Oatey Shower Pan Liner, which is often referred to as a shower membrane. This video will show you how to properly use Oatey products while creating a new tile shower. Note that the Oatey Pan Liner instructions assume the shower framing has been constructed and the flooring is plywood. The same general principles apply to concrete flooring, where the sloped mortar bed is applied beneath the pan liner. Also, the instructions apply to either PVC pan liner or CPE pan liner, which are installed the same with the exception of the bonding adhesive. If you have questions regarding pan liner installation that are not covered in these instructions, contact Oatey Customer Service at 800-321-9532. We will be happy to assist you. Step 1. For the typical wooden subfloor, a 4.5-inch diameter hole should be cut in the center of the shower base where the drain will be positioned. The drain should be disassembled so you have access to the individual parts as they are needed in the application. The base of the drain should be placed over the hole, so the throat of the drain penetrates the hole and the flange of the drain rests on the subfloor above. The drain pipe should then be solvent welded into the hub of the drain base. Step 2. Before going forward with the installation, the drain base opening needs to be protected from debris. This can be done by simply covering it with duct tape or by inserting a mechanical test plug in the drain. Begin by applying the Portland sand cement mixture bed over the subfloor, pitched at a 1/4 inch per foot slope or 2% grade. This slope should originate at the walls of the shower and terminate at the drain base. Take care not to apply cement over the drain base. Once this is complete, the sloped mortar bed should be flush with the top surface of the drain base. Step 3. After allowing the mortar bed to cure, you need to determine the dimensional requirements of your pan liner. Pan liner should be cut to a size that is large enough to cover the entire floor. Go up the walls to a height that is at least 2 inches greater than that of the curb to be sure you have enough material to adequately cover the curb itself. You can seam the liner if any specific area is too short. However, it's always best to have as few seams as possible. A seam may also be required if the area of the shower exceeds the maximum allowable coverage of the Oatey pan liner. Step 3B. To join either PVC liner to the dam corners or to seam 2 pieces of liner together to create additional coverage, Oatey X15 pan liner adhesive should be used. If you are using CPE liner, you need to use Oatey Weld, which is specifically formulated to seam CPE liners. Step 4. Before the pan liner is installed, the drain needs to be uncovered and a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch bead of 100% silicon caulk should be applied around the upper surface of the base of the drain, approximately 1 inch from the outside edge. This will seal the lower surface of the liner to the drain base to ensure that water cannot flow under the pan liner and damage the subfloor below. At the installer's discretion, an adhesive can be used to bond the pan liner to the sloped mortar bed below using an approved adhesive for PVC membrane. Contact Oatey Technical Support for our list of approved adhesives. Adding this step will allow you to work any wrinkles or creases out of the liner more effectively and ensure that the liner will not shift during later steps of the installation. The clamping ring bolts can now be screwed into the drain base 2 to 3 thread depths. Before the caulk dries, lay the pan liner over the drain base. To ensure the liner slides over the bolts, an X should be cut into the liner over the top of the bolts so they can be pushed through. Then press the pan liner over the top of the drain base, generating a seal with the silicone that was applied previously. Step 5. The pan liner should then be worked from the drain body to the sidewalls of the shower and curb threshold so that it lays entirely flat on the floor surface. The liner should be folded in the corners of the shower and then nailed or stapled into place. Fasteners should only be used at least 2 inches above the level of the curb, and the liner should not be penetrated anywhere below the flood rim of the shower. Secure the rest of the liner in the same fashion. Step 6. For outside corner and curbs where it is necessary that you cut the liner, use a dam corner to cover the cut area. To bond these corners, remember to use OTI X15 for PVC and OTI Weld for CPE materials. Step 7. Locate the drain hole on the drain base and cut out the liner to the same diameter of the hole. Place the clamping ring over the liner and turn it counterclockwise so it locks into place. Tighten the bolts so they become snug, making sure that the weep holes are clear of any residual pan liner or silicone. Note, by inverting the clamping ring, an additional 3/4 inch can be added to the height of the drain. The clamping ring would be installed and tightened in the same way, only inverted. Step 8. The entire shower stall needs to be water tested to make sure there are no leaks in the installation. This can be done by inserting a Cherny pneumatic or mechanical test plug in the drain and then filling the shower to just below the flood level or slightly below the curb. The test should be left to sit for 4 hours. Watch for leaks and repair if needed. Repeat the test until the entire installation is leak-free. Completely drain the water. This is OTI's interpretation of the average testing method as required by plumbing code. Local codes may require different or more extensive testing. Step 9. Once you determine the finished height of the shower, thread the drain barrel onto the inside clamping ring thread so the finished floor will be flush with the top of the drain barrel. Remember that you can add additional height by inverting the clamping ring. A reinforcement bed of mortar needs to be applied over the membrane, but before doing so, water-impervious drywall or cement board needs to be nailed to the shower frame approximately 1 inch above the pan liner surface. The curb also needs to be covered with a reinforcing mortar bed. Before applying the final mortar bed, place a few handfuls of pea-sized gravel over the weep holes of the drain. This will prevent the mortar from completely covering them. Finally, a mortar bed of at least 1.5 inches needs to be applied over the liner and drain assembly. Enough clearance must be left to the top of the drain for the application of the thin set and the tile. Note that the thin set will not adhere to PVC or CPE pan liners. Waterproof drywall or cement board should not be used on the curb, as it would require you to nail or staple through the pan liner. OTI highly recommends the use of pre-formed cement board curbs. Nail on the exterior side of the curb. If you follow these guidelines, you should end up with a beautiful tile shower that you can enjoy and rely on for years to come. If this video does not answer all of your questions, please call OTI Technical Support at 800-321-9532.